Okay, sorry for the laying here post again, but I ended up with the spinal headache that I quite often get when I've had these steroid injections. And the cure for that, or the treatment for that, is to lay on your back as much as possible. So we're going to try to do as much of that, but I have some work to get done still tonight, so I can't stay here forever. Anyway, I just saw a Reddit post. Now it's an old one, pre Thor: Love and Thunder, and they were saying, "Well, I I don't think Captain got Thor's powers, even though he was able to wield lightning when he was holding Mjolnir, because he was just fighting as a skilled fighter. It doesn't seem to be able to do much against Thanos." And then other people are like, "No, no, he was doing almost nothing to Thanos pre Mjolnir, and then his hits start making him grunt, and of course, he's able to use lightning. I think he gets a power boost." And then different quotes in the comics. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a long time since I've actually read the Thor comics. I was very young, and I've read some with the original Thor, himself, and some of the ones that gained the power from Mjolnir, Beta Ray Bill, some of the others that are Thor alternatives. Uh, and correct me if I'm wrong, but none of the alternative Thors were technically as strong as Thor, who's natively Asgardian. I think the combination of having Thor's powers and being Asgardian uh, is part of what makes Thor so much more mighty than anyone who simply is wielding Mjolnir and gains the powers. But it is still clear that Odin makes the spell that says, if he who holds this hammer, if he be so worthy, I might be misquoting, shall have the powers of Thor. It's not a might, not maybe, shall. And but it's not specific to the extent, or if those powers still are somehow being run through Thor. So technically not as strong, because Mjolnir's more of a filter. I don't know. I don't know all of that, but I'd like to know your thoughts on this. It's kind of an interesting question. And if you remember the comics better than I do, were those Thor variants, that were in the same timeline as Thor when Thor stopped being the superhero and someone else was wielding the hammer or gained the power of Thor somehow? Were they as strong? Because in my mind, I don't remember them being quite as powerful as Thor ultimately. So correct me if I'm wrong, please. Answer my questions. I'm calling all nerds to help me with this.